Happy New Year. What a match, what drama, and Manchester City are the Premier League champions. Arsenal, fairly unlucky, but there is a life lesson. In the 90 minutes of football that we have just watched, the first 90 minutes of football of 2022, there is a life lesson. The lesson is, if you can't be good, be lucky. And it's almost more valuable. Manchester City rode their luck today. Arsenal were brilliant. I think you could go as far as saying that first half in particular was one of the best 45 minutes I've seen Arsenal play under Mikel Arteta. I was surprised. I was shocked. I didn't see this coming. I didn't think Mikel Arteta had it in him to guide his team to this level of performance, and I've been proved wrong. I am very impressed with what Arsenal have done today, but they let it slip. And before anyone starts, I'm sure that there's going to be some serious screaming here. I'm about to get loads of grief. I know I am. I'm almost terrified of the comments. But I genuinely don't think that Atwell got one big decision wrong today. I don't think he got one big decision wrong. I think it's ridiculous the way that actual journalists are calling him a cheat. You've got actual, genuine journalists calling the referee a cheat. And I don't think he is. I genuinely don't think he got anything wrong. I have no dog in this fight. Arsenal, Man City, I don't really care. I have dreams that Chelsea can somehow win the league, but I kind of admit they can't. And I don't really think Arsenal will stop Chelsea finishing in the top four. So I don't really care. So I've watched the game as much of a neutral as I ever can. And I genuinely don't think that he got anything wrong. I think Arsenal, they should actually look closer to home for the enemy. They should look at their usual culprits. It's pathetic from Xhaka. It was a foul on Bernardo Silva. There is no two ways about it. It was a foul on Bernardo Silva. And Gabriel, so foolish. I mean, so silly from Gabriel. I quite like that petulance. I like players who do it, but don't get caught. That's the rule. Scuff the spot. Always scuff the spot. Do what you got to do. Get the advantage. But be Ricardo Carvalho. Don't get caught. And he got caught. And he got sent off. And he rightfully got sent off. I think that Martinelli as well. You know, if Arsenal fans want to apportion blame, the easiest thing to do is talk about the ref. But I think they've got to look at Martinelli. I think they've got to look at Granit Xhaka. And I think they've got to look at Gabriel. I think that is the reason that they didn't get 3 points, let alone one today. But they played really, really well. I just don't like the insinuation that Atwell lost full control. And I didn't like Martin Keown kind of buying into that and helping to perpetuate that nonsense and that lie and create what is effectively now in this country a refereeing crisis. It's worrying that pundits with huge reach and huge esteem are fueling this outrage. It's not acceptable for me. And like I say, I think Atwell got all the big decisions right. I'm terrified to read the comments here. But what I will say about Arsenal is that I thought they were brilliant. As I said earlier in this video, I think it was the best 45 minutes that Mikel Arteta has put together maybe ever. I know he's won a cup, I know he's beaten City, but I think that the way that they dominated that 45 minutes, the way that they were stroking the ball around, the interchange, the beautiful goal that they crafted against Man City, we have to put it in context. And also the significance of the goal. You know, they were 1-0 up at half-time. They deserve to be 1-0 up at half-time. And that's the first goal that Arsenal have scored against Man City in the Premier League for over 9.5 hours. The last man to score in the Premier League for Arsenal against Man City, Laurent Koscielny. Think how long ago it is. Think how dominant Man City must have been over Arsenal. Think of what Man City did to Arsenal earlier this season. Second game into the season, wasn't it? It shows you quite how impressive Arteta has done it. And yes, I have to hold my hands up. I didn't see this coming. But I'm not changing my opinion here. I still believe that Arsenal will not make top four. So no need to accuse me of anything. I'm simply reacting to the match that I've just seen where Arsenal were truly brilliant. But I still don't think they'll make top four. I still do not think they will make top four. I think that they played brilliantly, though. I really do. I think the Saka goal was probably the microcosm of the day. I think if you need to explore who Arsenal are at the moment, that was the goal. It was so beautiful. The way that it was crafted, the way that it was put together. And Martinelli looking dangerous. Ødegaard controlling the tempo. He seems to be the linchpin of that team these days, Ødegaard. He seems to be the player that is linking the entire team and management together. The influence that he has on this team is growing by the game. And it's impressive. It's impressive what they're doing. I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but Odegaard seemed to be the player that was getting the messages off the bench and relaying them back to the team. So he seems to be the tactical and technical as well, I suppose. Tactical and technical leader of the team. So he's playing really well. But in that first half, they were sensational. I mean, Thomas Partey, you could see the confidence in him again, really brilliant. I thought Tomiyasu was superb. Martinelli, excellent. Saka destroyed City down the flanks. And on some level, I don't say this often, but on some level, it was a joy to watch. But, as impressive as it was, Arsenal came up short. And Manchester City did what they do, which is win again. What's that now? 11 in a row? They have now won the league. I said it 2 games ago, but even the most ardent of Liverpool or Chelsea fan was pushing back at me. In fact, the WhatsApp group that I'm in, the Chelsea WhatsApp group, I'm getting a lot of pushback because I said it was done 2 games ago. But even the most passionate and confirmed believer that Chelsea could still win the league said if Man City win the next 2, then it's over. And they have. They've beaten Brentford, and they were lucky there. And they've beaten Arsenal, and they were lucky there. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you can't be brilliant, be lucky. Trust me, I made a career out of it. But City are just sensational. It's what they do. The moment when Rodri scored, it was unbelievable, wasn't it? The way that he celebrated there, I'm sure Arsenal fans won't enjoy it. I liked it. It was very Adebayor, actually. It was very Adebayor, but it was even closer to the Arsenal fans without any kind of relationship with them. I don't know why he went so crazy, but I rate it. And what a big goal it is. It's a goal that defines the Premier League. That is what Rodri has scored there. But they were just brilliant, Manchester City, as they are in terms of their fight and their hunger and their playing to the final moments. They weren't very good in terms of the way that they played the game. They were brilliantly poor, I thought, actually. Brilliantly poor. But to come away with the 3 points, it is a season-defining moment. It's weird because they haven't played particularly well. I thought, Ake, what was he doing for the goal, by the way? But when you've got Bernardo Silva pulling the strings like that, Kevin De Bruyne, they just are what they are, aren't they? And that is the champions. So on some level, I think that we have to take our hat off to Man City. They were that good. They were that desperate to win. And it showed. When you do that away at Arsenal, I haven't heard noise at Arsenal like that for a long time. The celebrations, I haven't seen a celebration like that from Saka. He was head first, wasn't he, into the Arsenal fans. It's been a fairly quiet, fairly poisonous stadium at times. But for Manchester City to win in that context, that's why they're brilliant. That's why they're champions. That's why Pep Guardiola is the best at what he does. And that is why they are creating a dynasty. This is the Manchester City era. Unlucky Arsenal. Unlucky. There's been a lot of banter. There's been a lot of jokes, and they will continue, I'm sure. But Arsenal should be very proud today. They played very well. It's one of the best performances under Arteta. And I think that that defeat was a very cruel and undeserved defeat. They were the architects of their own downfall slightly. Martinelli, Xhaka, Gabriel. But this City team are brilliant. And even when they're bad, they're brilliant. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like. It does help me out. I'd love you to click subscribe. Go easy, step lightly, and stay free, my friends. And to all of you, Happy New Year. Nice one.